What it do, what it does. It's your girls, DJ Toots. I'm Big Toots.
And Lil Toots.
And we back at it again with another review.
Another review. We got y'all. Y'all. Back at it again with another review, y'all. This time it's on Sinners.
Y'all see the shirt.
Y'all see the flat.
I'm just dropping everything, y'all.
1 second. Here we go.
I'm
Did you
ready.
break it?
No. It just slides back up.
And we're good.
And we're back.
Like we were saying, this time it's on Sinners. It's our review. You know, everybody been talking about this movie, so y'all know we had to give our 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cents.
You heard me.
Okay, this is by Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan. It's like it just hit a little different. I ain't gonna even lie, that's what Slick made me like it even more. The fact that he was playing a twin, because we was able to see which twin act like who.
Yeah,
like, and of course everybody. I've been taking polls, y'all. Everybody, if you seen the movie. Everybody been saying Lil Toots, me, act like Stacks.
And everybody been saying on Smoke. So I kind of agree.
And I think I kind of agree too. I can't even hold it. I kind of agree. But the plot, y'all. 1932 in Mississippi. Clarksdale, Mississippi. I seen it when it came on the screen too. The Smokestack twins, like I guess they was like super feared or whatever. Like
they went to the army. And I guess World War I guess this would be. Mm-hmm. And they went away for 7 years. And then in Sinners, they came back. So
they like, like I said, it's plenty of little bitty like symbolisms all throughout the movie. So even in the beginning, when they was coming back, they was like, yeah, we done with show.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, bro, what? Like that's I immediately caught that when we first started watching the movie. And so they come back, they trying to build like this juke joint for the community because they want people to feel like free when they come somewhere. Like they've been working these long hours. You know, everybody sharecroppers, slaves back in the day. So, and you had free slaves around that time too. 1932. That's not that far away.
Not that long ago.
That's not that long away, y'all. Like that's, like I said. So I believe my grandparents, they had to be like kids around this time. So. Or teenagers. We feel like Ryan Coogler really did his research.
He did.
Like, he really did his research. I didn't know a lot of Chinese people was... It all makes sense now that Chinese people was actually in the black community back then in the 30s.
Like how they own beauty stores and stuff now. Like, I didn't know that was kind of like how it was back in the day.
This how I know Ryan Coogler did his research. On top of one of the buildings, it said... tamales.
Hot tamales.
So we love tamales, and that's what this is. This is a Memphis delicacy. I gotta show y'all.
A Memphis delicacy, like a Memphis delicacy, y'all. Hot tamales. It don't get no more southern than that, y'all. This is a Memphis southern. This is a Delta delicacy. The Delta.
That's how I know y'all. I'm southern. I'm for sure southern. Mm-hmm. A lot of y'all don't even know what that is. Hold on, let me get my mic right so I can eat, baby.
All right. And it's so good, y'all. If y'all go to Memphis, if y'all ever in Memphis or the Delta, Mississippi, Louisiana, all that, make sure you get some hot tamales. The plot. Well, we was explaining the plot already, but also they had a vampire named Ramik played by Jack O'Connell. I think that's his name. Yeah, Jack O'Connell. And he just rained on their little parade, honestly. So when he appears, he running from the Indians. Like I said, y'all, in this movie, I don't know if we said this at the beginning, but if you done seen this movie, don't watch this. Yeah, this is a spoiler.
Definitely a spoiler. Don't watch this. But when Ramik appeared on the TV, he running from Indians, like running from them. The sun was coming up. They had chased them out of whatever little area they was in, ran them out. And so ran him out. And so he go in these white folks' house and he, begging them to help him, and they dumb enough and help him. So then the Indians show up at that door trying to tell them, like, if he in there, like, you kind of like messed up. Like, we need to act now. But they weren't listening. And so that's basically, so many of my friends, they like, It was okay until the vampires, and I just wasn't liking it. I didn't know it was gonna be as scary.
You gotta think big.
You gotta think big. You gotta think deeper. Like it ain't even. It's not about the vampires. Like yes, the vampires in it, but the vampires stand for something else.
Mm-hmm.
Like the vampires are oppressors. You know, cultural theft and
culture vultures. They taking our stuff and just sucking it away.
Exactly what you just said, sucking. Like vampires suck the blood. They suck the vampire reference as to what happens with the black community. Like that's what he was trying to get us to understand.
Like that they didn't want us to have this anyway. Like they tried to bring this juke joint.
So the twins,
they go and buy the juke joint. They tried to bring it into town. The vampires, they letting them know like, y'all, this wasn't never gonna be y'all's. This never gonna be y'all's. That's literally what I feel like the vampires was saying. Let's get into a little bit of the Smokestack twins. Because I feel like they represent different paths.
What you mean?
Stack represents I guess he fighting with his demons. Because, you know, the situation with him and Mary, he feel like he's such this bad guy. And remember, she had said, you ride in hell. And he was like, yeah, it's going to be a seat there for me.
Yeah.
I feel like he dealing with his demons. And then I feel like Smoke, he more for the community. He more for the uplift. He uplifting the community. And I feel like Stack is fighting with his demons. And you can tell the difference.
What you mean uplift community?
Like Smoke, he wouldn't really, like you saw when he shot them people, like he still was uplifting the community. Like, hey, I just shot a couple people outside. Like they gonna need patching up. But I feel like Stack, he wasn't really worried about like the people. He really was worried about the money.
Yeah.
Like he worried about, but Smoke is about his money, but he wasn't greedy like how Stacks was. Like Stack was like, we gonna make some money tonight, and no, we doing this juke tonight. Like we have to do it tonight. Remember, Smoke didn't want to do the juke thing tonight. He was trying to plan for another day.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a difference between the two. To me, I just feel like it's a difference. Since we're talking about the Smokestack twins, we are twins. So I feel like this just hit different for me because I am an actual twin.
Right.
And it was things that they was doing throughout the movie. I was like, dang, that's definitely something me and this one right here do.
Like when they had killed that snake at the beginning.
Oh yeah, they worked together to kill this snake at the beginning. Like literally.
Because essentially, most twins, especially if y'all like us, y'all work together. Y'all down there do everything together. We do. Not everything, but damn near everything.
Even when Stack got turned, you can't turn twins against each other. You just can't.
Depending on the twins, depending on their relationship. But
if they close, you're not going to be able to turn them against each other. They still going to help each other in the end.
And we saw that play out on film. Between them being twins and the mojo bag that Smoke had on.
I almost cried when he had said, well, I did cry when I think it was Stack that had said, you the best part of me. And he was like, I ain't doing this without you. Like he really wanted Smoke to come.
And Smoke was about to come.
He was about to go.
He was about to go. They had to stop him from walking out that door, y'all. And that's some twin stuff. Because I'm down there. I down there been like Smoke too. I've been like,
I ain't for real.
Oh, shit. I might as well. Like, but yeah, that was deep. I appreciate that for twins. A lot of people be trying to figure out the whole twin thing. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that kind of showed how twins are, especially twins like us that's close.
I love the fact that Ron Coogler made it well known that we as women, as black women, we always hold down our men.
We do. She did.
He left. He left. Smoke left for 7 years and came back. You know, dudes be trying to come back like it ain't nothing. But he left for 7 years, came back, and she was praying. She created that mojo bag for him. She was praying, doing her Creole, Louisiana.
7 years is a long time.
And she's like, how you know I wasn't whipping up my little mojo to make sure you safe, you and your brother. And that just lets you know that black women, we always, no matter what, I feel like most of the time, we're going to always hold our men down.
Mm-hmm.
But
I just want to say that moving right along, things that might have went over y'all head. He mentioned some I don't even know if I'm saying this right. West African griots. Griot. I hope I'm saying it right. I hope I'm saying it right. But they was mentioned in there because I feel like they was preserving the history. I feel like that's why they was mentioned. And it embodies... Well, first off, I know folks gonna be like, what is a griot or griot? However you say it. I don't know how they say it. Y'all help us. It's a storyteller. And it's like people, from what the dictionary say, are musicians who preserve history. So I know I read somewhere that a lot of the music scenes here are like portals, and musicians are people that can time travel through these portals because we plan history, but in the now. Mm-hmm. And so that's how I feel like they felt about Sammy. Like his voice, mind you, the Remy dude is like really, really old. So when he hears Sammy's voice, he gets to thinking like, man, his voice so good, he can make me get my people back. Mm-hmm. And so that's what really was the point of him wanting Sammy, was that he feel like, he could, uprise some people. And that juke joint was the portal for that. Like, that's why they had, y'all, all of y'all should have seen this if y'all here, but during that scene where they was in the juke joint, everybody was dancing and whatever, they had stuff from the list. Like, that's why the DJ, if y'all remember, was kind of up, on a riser dang there. Like, they put him on a pedestal. Yeah, they put him on a pedestal. Like, and he was just mixing everything. And I mean, y'all kind of know, like, a DJ is a symbol of hip hop for us. Again, Black people. Like, a DJ, like, when you think of a DJ, you think of the older ones like Jazzy Jeff. Like, that's a symbol. Run DMC. Like, that's a symbol for us. Dr. Dre. Mm-hmm. Like, so yeah. Ron Coogler was also saying, when you hear music across the globe, from Japan to Jamaica, from Memphis to Morocco, like, all of that is like, for us, African rhythm. Like, it's soul. We all like, connected. We all one. That's why he had it all planned together. Like, and shout out to Memphis, man. Like, we had one of our homeboys. We sitting there watching the movie, y'all, and that scene come on, and our homeboy Future started juking in the jump. We like, he did. Ron Coogler did his research. He did his research. Like I said, I heard that he spent 3 to 6 months in Memphis, Louisiana, the Mississippi Delta. Like, he really did his research, like, from the tamales to the dancing. Like, Ron, you did your big one. I really appreciate having Memphis juking in there, because, like I said, all this stuff is created. We all one. And then, as far as the dancing too, since you just mentioned Memphis juking, like, they all was dancing. They had Memphis juking in there. They had the Cali. They was doing they little walk. They little all dance. The beats just came together, and everybody was dancing as one. You had the Chinese people in there. They doing they stuff. You had the African people in there. They doing they stuff. Like, everything still it's one in the end of the day. So I feel like we done got sort of kind of halfway through the movie or whatever. So like I said, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but like I said, the twins, they come back from Chicago. They decide they're going to buy this juke joint. They going to throw a party. They grab some of their friends that they knew to help throw the party, musicians, cooks, chefs, people to help at the door. They gather all their friends along the way. They come back to the little juke joint. They get it all together. They get all the food cooked, all the drinks, whatever. So then Mary comes into play. Actually, she came into play earlier in the movie when she is Stack's, what would we even call that? She is Stack's longtime lover before he left. Yeah. So, and he left just like how Smoke left and or whatever. So they was gone, they was gone and doing the army, whatever they was doing, robbing folks, experiencing life, they was gone. They come back, they love us there. So Mary is a black girl. She's mixed. She's a black girl that can pass as white because she high yellow. That's what we say down south. She high yellow. But so Mary sees Stacks and they get into a little argument or whatever. But y'all know how that toxic. Y'all know how toxic stuff be. So she still end up showing up at the party, and her and Stacks again have another argument. He tell her to leave. Y'all already know how it goes. So she don't leave, and the party going or whatever. And so then these 3 white people show up, and guess who it is, y'all? Just guess.
I mean, y'all was there. Got y'all guessing. Y'all was there.
So y'all already know it's the vampire dude or whatever. So he show up with the other 2 people that he done changed from. Remember, he came in their house earlier, so he show up with them. They trying to get in. The black folks, we just like, no, something don't seem right about you. We send them on their way. They sitting outside. Stacks and Mary come up with an idea to see what they talking about so they could get some more money because they really ain't got no money.
That's what I was saying with Stacks. He was greedy. He was fighting with his demons. He was greedy. Smoke was going to let bruh go ahead because we going to get our money. Mm-hmm. But Stacks, he was greedy. And had he not been greedy, then a lot of this wouldn't have happened.
So Stacks sent his little boo to go check out the white people or whatever. And she ended up getting bit. Because they actually not just white people, they actually vampires. She get bit, she come back in, she bites Stacks, and it's just all hell break loose from there, y'all. So that's really just kind of like the gist of it.
And they fighting. It turned out, it started off as a night of freedom. They was gonna be free, and then it turned into a night of survival, basically. And I feel like the vampires that came, the 3 that came to the juke joint, they represent to me modern day record labels. I looked at it, not just that alone, but they do. That's one thing
they represent stuff like I said, culture vultures, cultural thieves, like our government, like
it's a lot of things they can represent.
It's just stuff that, like I said, tear us down, stuff that's a roadblock for us, stuff that's not fair for us, injustices, like stuff like Trayvon Martin and stuff like just Brianna. Like it's plenty of stuff that's going on that's what those vampires represent. To me, that's how I took it. I don't know how y'all took it, but that's how I took it.
Y'all let us know in the comments how y'all took it. But to break it all down, all in all, I got my little notes, y'all. The color purple met Blade at a juke joint. That's what I feel like. If y'all done seen the color purple, if y'all done seen Blade, I feel like that's what it is. And just these 2 twins trying to bring some freedom into the community. And, you know, it's culture vultures and they want to exploit it. And they
don't want them to, they want you to do it, but they don't want you to have it. Like they said in the movie, like, white people like blues, they just don't like the people that make it. Mm-hmm. And like, that's how it is. Like, folks don't want these, you know, black people out here sometimes to be, you know, successful. They want us to stay where we at. Mm-hmm. Like,
in this movie, it's deep, it's spooky.
And that's what I'm saying. Don't let it go over y'all head, the message, y'all. Like, y'all, I swear I could square up with some of my followers because it's like, how's y'all letting this go over y'all head?
Like, have an open mind. Please have an open mind.
Oh my God. Stats get turned. Everybody else get turned except his twin. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I shared a tear. I shared a couple tears. When Stacks got bit, I shared a tear because I'm like, damn, like he let this girl trick him. And I'm like, dang, like that's his twin. Like I'm sitting there crying.
Again,
like
he fighting with them demons. He knew he wasn't supposed to be messing with Mary, but lust, he couldn't hold himself.
And let me say, I just feel like sinners. It's about everybody sin. We're all sinners. That's why this stuff was happening. Like everybody, like it's a
Mary adultery. Yeah, she was married.
Even the Perline adultery, she was married. Like the Stacks with greed. Like you had the what's his name, Slim, or what's his name? Yeah, Slim.
Delta Slim. He was drinking a
drunk. Like you had and practicing witchcraft. Like it's just like I said, sinners.
Stuff go over y'all head, boy. Pay attention.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all might take my movie card because I ain't never seen 7 Deadly Sins, but I did see people talking about it. That each character on this movie, Sinners, on Sinners was what the reasons of Seven Deadly Sins were, and so yeah, I'm gonna watch it, y'all. Don't worry about it, I'm gonna watch it. But everybody get bit, and it was one thing that did happen. So it's this scene towards the end where, well, not towards the end, but it's this scene where the Chinese people, they kind of like, ooh, it's too much. And so back then, which it might explain why there's this animosity between like Chinese people and black people now. But like they said, back in the Mississippi Delta, Chinese people and black people, they did plenty work together. They lived together. Like I said, Chinese people own stuff we bought. So it was a good relationship until it, I guess, wasn't. And this was a good description of it. Like this was a good act out of it because yeah, the Chinese people, what was it, the Bo, and I forgot the other lady name,
and their daughter Lisa,
they was happy to help, get the fish, and when they was shopping with them buying stuff, and they was happy to make the sign, all that. They did business, made money, had fun. Like, yeah, that sound like I take that. But when people started getting bit and people dying and this that going on, soon as it started happening, baby, when I say Chinese people, they was that's what the Chinese lady said to her husband, Bo, we gotta get out of here because we didn't sign up for this. We just came to do the party and that's it. So let's go. Mm-hmm. The reason why
this ain't our fight.
This ain't our fight. The reason why Ryan Coogler really made sure you caught it, because some of y'all didn't catch it, but I caught it. The reason why he did that is because that's to show like the relationship between African Americans. It said to like back then that there was a good relationship for a while, but then, people had to start playing sides that they needed to play, so to speak, or whatever the case may be, whatever happened. Who really knows what happened for real life with history and how people be manipulating it now, but that's what people say happened. And so, they kind of they was getting ready to turn their back on him. He went and got that car and he ended up getting bit. And so, and that goes to my next point. So she didn't care. His wife didn't care about nothing, nobody but her daughter. And she, like with vampires, you can't come in. That's why none of them come in. You can't come in unless invited. Just like how you gonna follow the devil gonna follow you home. That's what I'm like. Did y'all grandparents or anybody say that?
I know y'all? Grandma said that to us.
Like that, my grandma definitely said, like, you listen to the devil's music, like y'all better stop doing that. Devil gonna follow you home, and devil gonna be in your room tonight. Da da da. Like,
and that's why Ramik wanted Sammy. Like he wanted his voice to summon everybody, to help him bring everybody, because his voice was so powerful. Music is powerful. That's why he centered in on, I came here for you, Sammy. Like I heard your voice. I came for you.
And so when they figured out, like, well, when I guess the Chinese lady was like, we not gonna win this, because she wanted to fight, but Smoke wanted to think it through. Like, how can we fight them? Let's get prepared. But she wasn't trying to hear this, so she didn't care about nobody but herself. And that's kind of like, I guess he trying to explain that animosity between Chinese people and black people or Japanese people. I might be saying it wrong or whatever, but that, those people with the other people. That's I guess that's what he was kind of trying to say. But all in all, the hardest scene, like I said, for me to watch was Smoke holding Stacks as he was.
That was terrible.
As the real Stacks was dying.
That was terrible.
Because, like I said, I still ain't even got to the end of the movie, y'all. When everybody get turned, Stacks do, like, when you come back to life, when you a vampire, you can't get out of a room into another room. They have to invite you. And so he was in there, for people wondering why he couldn't get out the door. It was like, he was already in the house. How could he not get out the door? You still have to get invited. But damn, what was I about to say?
What?
It threw me off. It threw me off with the door. Oh, it was hard for me to watch because Stacks, he gets bit or whatever, and Y'all, I just want her to get to the point. Cause she don't know. Where we going? Where is we going? Trying to tell them how Smoke holding Stacks was just super sad to me, because it's like, dang, that's my brother, that's my twin, like, that's my half. Like, dang, he sitting here dying, ain't nothing I could do. Like, I mean, he did shoot Mary like 30 times. He put that lead in her. He did. That would have been my first reaction too. Like, I would have saw you or whatever, but then I would have seen her and I would have been like, just exactly what he did. Like, pow, 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 pow. But as we saw, that didn't even make a difference, because she got up like didn't nothing happen. And so then Stacks get up like ain't nothing happened. And his brother was like I said, that's that twin stuff, y'all. It'd be so funny because his brother was about to give in even then. Like, you had a lot of blood come out. Like, you good, Stacks? Like, you straight? And he like, oh yeah, I'm good, man. Open this door. Like, ooh, baby, I almost would have opened it, but I don't know. That twin stuff. And even at the end, like I said, of course they kill off a bunch of vampires or whatever. And a lot of people do die. But that twin power just can't go nowhere. Yeah. Like it definitely can't. It just can't go nowhere, because even as a changed vampire, like, his brother still couldn't kill his brother. Mm-hmm. Like, and he felt like it was and I feel like it was some love in there. Still like there. Stacks was still in there a little bit. The reason why I say it was still love, because he still went and seen Sammy at the end of the movie. Mm-hmm. So that's why I said don't get up from them credits, y'all. Like, if y'all did go back and see the movie, so please, if somebody has seen this movie and you this far in, I really hope you had been cut this off, because baby, we giving all the spoilers. Mm-hmm. We diving deep into stuff. So go back and watch them credits, because it was dope to see Stacks go back and see Sammy, and he told him like, hey, my brother told me I couldn't touch you, but I had to. That's what made me feel like that was really Stacks was in there. Mm-hmm. And that's why his brother couldn't kill him. But they're twins, like, that just would have been hard for a twin to do. Yeah. And Smoke went out with a bang. He did. That's why I was getting ready to get into. I feel like underneath all this, I feel like this movie, I feel like Ryan Coogler goal with this movie is for us, for them, they was protecting, like, he was trying to protect their stuff. Yeah. Without them exploiting it. And in the end, he kind of still did. I mean, he did kill all them people, like, because his brother, like I said, ain't nothing like a twin, bro. His brother still helped him. Stacks was still in there. Stacks was for sure still in there, because he still helped his brother. Like, he was like, brother, let me tell you, it wasn't gonna be ours, no way. Like, they was gonna kill us. Da, 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 da. Him not knowing, him trying to talk him into coming to be with him. Him not knowing, like, that still kind of helped him in the end, because he knew them folks was getting ready to come back and kill him. Yeah. And he was prepared. So it is one more thing I wanted to talk about. Okay. I want to talk about how Ryan Coogler, I got it as far as the music with Slim, because people be talented. Like, and they exploit you. The Slim had told his story about them, his friend getting rid when they was on their way to the but they was on their way to the juke joint. And Slim was telling them about how his friend and him had got arrested, and then the police took them. And then they was singing and playing music so good. The police was like, oh, we're going to take y'all on tour. They take them to a house. They get paid a bunch of money. The police actually let them go. But how Slim, he didn't do nothing but drink his earnings up. All of it. And then his friend, he actually took his money and tried to change his life with it. But his friend ended up getting caught at the train station, and they just made up a story. They seen all the money he had in his pocket. They made up a story like, hey, he did this, that. And they ended up killing him, cutting his manhood and cutting his manhood off and lynching him in the train station when he was getting ready to leave and go start a good life. And it's like, it be so much going on now. Just think about it now. Like, it's so much going on now. A lot of people, that's why they be drunk and on other things. Like they be the most talented people, but we be like, why is you like this? And they rather be drunk or rather be high, or rather be out of their mind than to try and do right because they don't want you to have it. They're gonna do whatever they can to take it.
Yeah.
Like that's why Slim would rather be drunk than he would be rich.
Which is why the Smokestack twins wanted to do this juke joint, because they wanted it for them, by them,
real
for us,
FUBU.
by us.
Real FUBU vibes. So, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that.
We got to talk about why Ramik was Irish.
Oh,
Ramik was Irish because, y'all, Irish people, they went through, you know, a lot of, they were mishandled as well. Maybe not to the extent of slavery, but they did go through something similar to that. And I feel like Ramik was born from it, because Ramik is old. If y'all notice, like I said, Irish, that's old. So he got to be 1,300, 1,200 years old.
Ooh.
And so I feel like he was oppressed for so long. He lived through that and got bit probably in that. And he hated his oppressors so much, he became them, thinking he doing right. Because honestly, I felt like Ramik the Vampire thought he was doing right by, in his eyes, turning oppressed people, you know, so that they could be free. But in order to be free, you gotta die. Like, you killing people. Because what he was saying at the door, like when he was talking to all of them, they were standing at the door, and he was like, yeah, y'all could come do it. We could have our whole heaven. We could have heaven right here on earth, and we could do it together. We can dance and sing all night together. But it's like, at the cost of me giving you my soul, like, nah, that's
even
still...
when his scene came up, like I said, did y'all notice that they were river dancing? Like, that's old. Like, that's very, it's like it went to complete old river dancing. Like, I'm like, like he hit the little cha-cha.
Yeah, the
like,
little chop joint.
I was like, okay. So I really think the storyline, some of y'all saying y'all don't like the storyline. Oh my God, like y'all just ain't thinking. Like,
I don't know what y'all thought y'all was gonna get.
Him making Ramik Irish was just, like I said, chef's kiss on everything. Like, because he couldn't have been Chinese. He couldn't have been Asian or Hawaiian or whatever. I feel like Irish was the perfect. And most vampires, they are like Transylvanian or whatever. They, you know, blah, blah, blah. They Frankenstein as hell. But he was Irish, and I feel like that was the reason for that, because Irish people went through what they went through as well. So, but yeah, y'all, we finally gonna end this.
We love this movie. If y'all got grandparents that's alive, y'all please go ask y'all grandparents about certain situations, because I feel like it's a lot of history there that you could get from people that's still alive. That was not that long ago, y'all. If you think about it, the 30s was not that long ago.
Those grandparents still 98, 100, like, and they still alive. Like, our grandparents did. Like, we ain't got no grandparents left, and I wish I could ask them, because my granddad, like I said, this was around his time. I think he was a kid. Like, I definitely want to ask them, or he was a teenager. I really feel like he was a teenager. I need to get the exact day. I'm gonna give y'all an answer on that. But he was definitely he was around, and so but I really did enjoy this movie. It hit home. I love it. I love brotherly love. I love twins. I love Michael B. Jordan as a twin. Oh, I wish he was a twin.
Oh, if he was a twin, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel like he should just make another him.
He should make another him. And make him like Stax.
Yeah.
Because Stax is definitely mine. Yeah.
And I definitely want to go get me a grill, y'all. Now.
Yeah, I'm going to get me a grill like Stax.
We actually did. I'm going to put some video in this video. I'm going to put some video. We actually ended up getting invited to the Advanced Influencer
Yes,
screening.
that's where we got these flasks from.
That's where we got the flasks.
That's where we got the shirt.
And shout out to Ally Global. And they invited us, and y'all, they gave us some things. So I'm going to put the video.
They did. Yeah, it was dope. We got to get on the truck. They literally put the fangs in there. It was like some type of temporary, like
acrylic,
but the fangs was so, like, it was so dope, y'all.
It just gave it the perfect aesthetic for this movie.
We love going to go see these types of movies, these type of premieres where it's fun, interactive. Like, it was just so much fun.
So yeah, I guess we've come to an end, y'all. We would love to hear y'all comments, y'all opinions in the comments below. Like y'all can say whatever, how y'all feel about this movie. Argue with y'all. Like I'm gonna hear y'all out. Out of 10, let me know. Give me a 10 out of 10.
Toots give it a 10 out of 10. Toots recommend.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
It's really 1,000 out of 10.
1,000 out of 10. I need 150,000
out of 10. Y'all 1,000 out of 10. Let us know in the comments below. But it's your girls, Big Two and Little Twos.
Peace out.